Overall, I thought it was great. I think the presentation, it's nice to see something positive from an economist, and it's a great networking opportunity.
Very informative. I especially like the questions and answers afterwards because they went into quite a lot of detail about the different parts of the issue with the economy.
I thought it was really interesting and very valuable. I didn't realise that the good news was so good. So I'm leaving tonight with quite a positive outlook, not just for the UK, but I learned something about the US, and I also learned about the risks that are facing some of the emerging economies. So very informative and educational and upbeat, so that was great.
I always find the seminars very interesting. Tonight's was particularly relevant because obviously we're all worried about the global economy. My entity is it's a global organisation, so really interested to hear the insights around what is happening outside of the UK, because that then will give me insight into where I should be focused. So yeah, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good presentation.
You don't always get to see the whole perspective of the economy. You often get biased views or narrow views in news articles. But to be able to get the view of what's happening with the UK economy, how that compares with the Eurozone, the level of risk of things like emerging markets, which everybody was always talking about, just gives you a whole different perspective of things. And it's nice to go to something where there's a real positive view of the future.
I thought it was really very interesting. I thought Andrew had a lot of very good points. It's nice to have a real expert, a topical expert, come and talk to us, because quite often we tend to meet other people within our profession and not necessarily experts outside of the profession. So it was good to hear about the risks that are facing businesses from an economic point of view. I think one of the things that struck me is that a lot of the risks that are out there at the moment are risks that are not necessarily controllable risks. And we as internal auditors seek to mitigate risks that we can control. And what struck me is that a lot of the risks facing us from an economic point of view right now are risks that are not necessarily controllable, and that's quite interesting.